Hello everyone! Today I have a challenge for you all, and this was inspired by the latest revelation of plagiarism by Jaclyn Glenn, as found by Henk Freezer, and also a little bit of this inspiration comes from Dr. Gariepy, cataloging all of the instances of Jaclyn Glenn's plagiarism alongside what I've done, and also an old friend of mine here on YouTube who hasn't posted in a couple years, ViolentlyGraceful. He also is the inspiration for part of this challenge. And the way that he inspired me here is he taught me in one of our conversations about a foundational concept in Christian gospel scholarship. And what this is Q source. And it alleges that the Gospels of Matthew and Luke actually were plagiarizing from or inspired by Mark. But not just Mark, because Matthew and Luke have similarities between those two. It's theorized that there was another source other than Mark that they were getting information from, and that's called Q source. So after Henk Freezer had his video about how Jaclyn Glenn also had some plagiarism from Dark Matter 2525, I watched both videos and I thought, now this is a long shot here, but what if some of these instances of Jaclyn Glenn plagiarizing were not her plagiarizing the people we thought that she was? Maybe both of those people were plagiarizing another source. And so I was like, well, I don't just want to look at this one instance. It would really be good for me to look at every instance of supposed plagiarism of Jaclyn Glenn of another person and see if there is a Q source, if you will, where both of them were plagiarizing the same thing. And this isn't something that I've had the time to do, to look over all of these different instances, because there's like 20 or so that are on the playlist. But if one of you out there wants to, pick up the torch that I'm dropping right here and go ahead and look for a Q source, if you find it, okay, this is the reward for this challenge. If you find it, number one, I promise to give you a shout out, add you to the plagiarism playlist, or even mirror your video if you'd like. Also, if you find something Q sourcey that explains away one of these instances of alleged plagiarism in a way that makes it clear that both people plagiarized from the same source and it wasn't Jaclyn Glenn just plagiarizing from this other person, I am willing to paint anything you want and send it to you personally. Some of you know that I like to paint. Or I will send you a grab bag of stuff that I've collected over the years as a active member of the great debate community. I've got a bunch of these grab bags here with, bunches of stuff. Bumper stickers galore. Yeah. And lots of evolved fish, all different types of evolved fish, you name it. I've got Hitchens books that I'm willing to send you over this. If you can find a Q source that explains Jaclyn Glenn's plagiarism better than the existing allegations that she plagiarized from other YouTubers or other famous people within the great debate community. So yeah, there it is. Please look down the playlist and see if you can find a Q source.